You love me so, me so, me so. I know. You love me so, me so, me so. I know. You love me so, me so, me so.
Toastmasters. 5 dogs or 5 cats?
I would speak about 5 dogs specifically, if that's the topic you're giving me. Thank you for that topic. I have never had dogs per se.
I see.
I don't necessarily like dogs. I've had very much negative experiences with dogs. I have been chased. I have almost been bitten. I have been screamed at by owners. I've been laughed at by owners of dog owners. So I just hate everything to do with dogs. Let me be honest. I am not a dog person. And I know that's going to hurt some people's feelings, but there it is.
What it is. Thank you very much. I almost want to ask you a different question.
Okay.
Let's write this letter to your younger self. What would you say to you?
You are enough. There is nothing wrong about you the way you are. Everything that is coming to you, you deserve it. Believe in yourself and fly.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another episode of Navigating Life with Viwe. We started it differently, guys, today because, of course, we are. We have with us 2 people from our local Toastmasters. And for those of you that don't know what that is, we are going to be unpacking that. I think for us as a platform, it's not just about going through conversations about what experiences we've had to experience and that we have to live with. We're also here to say, look, Betunana, there is life outside our small spaces. Let's explore, let's find each other. And I know that the platform that Toastmasters offer is one that maybe you can meet such people. So thank you once again for joining us. We are back here today. In introducing our guests, first let me acknowledge we are without our Uncle Bay, Mawet. I missed you, and I hope to have you back soon on our screen. He is going to be back, ladies and gentlemen. In introducing our guests for today, we've got 2 lovely young people that are winning in their spaces, and they will introduce themselves. But first, let me say, to the lady to my left, how are you, Asanda?
I'm good, Sisi. How are you?
How are you? Tell them who you are.
My name is Asanda Madomane. I'm from Tsomo, a small town in Transkei.
Mkhaya wam.
Yes. I'm working at second office in the HR and marketing department. I have my own company called ND2 Solutions. So I'm a person that everything that I do has a meaning. Even the name of my company has a meaning. I'm a creator of a journal called Coming Home to Myself. Coming home to myself.
Okay. Let me not disrupt you because there are certain things that when people say them, they sort of, inspire a certain reaction in me. But let's let you finish.
Yes. I am a mother to a beautiful daughter called Ungumolwetu.
Oh, wait.
I was a former president at Toastmasters.
Sanalam.
Yes, that is Asanda.
Oh, Mandla. Former president. Guys, I keep telling you. We keep bringing it. We keep bringing it. And to the only gent in the cast today. How are you?
Thank you so much. My name is Lebohang Sikithi. I am born and bred here in East London, South Africa. I've lived my whole entire life here in East London. I went to a school called Selborne, and I live in Selborne. And I am currently managing a B&B there in Selborne.
I love it.
So everything of mine is here in East London, and I love this place.
Love it.
Yes.
Betuna and I sit here with 2 young people, and these are very intentional people about how they're living their lives. And they both are. And I understand you were also a president.
I was also a president. I took over the reins after Asanda.
President.
Yes.
Guys, do you know Nia's Toastmasters gala? Like, I don't want to continue can't share behind. So I'm going to give it to you. Can you also just tell us what is Toastmasters and how do people join Toastmasters? And in fact, I want you to close it by actually telling me what was your personal motivation. So what is it?
Okay.
And how do people join it? And what was your personal motivation behind you joining it?
Okay. Toastmasters is a place where people learn more about communication. It is structured in a way where you are able to build your confidence and communicate better. And how do you join? You can check Protea Club Toastmasters. There's a website, and also on Facebook you are able to search and find it. And the other question was why I joined.
What was your personal motivation?
Okay, so when I started working at second office, I was not really confident about myself, and it was one of the things that I wanted to build my confidence. And my boss introduced me to Toastmasters. I started like, oh, okay, let me just check it out. Let me just see how this thing will work. Then I joined something called Table Topics, where you're just given a topic on the spot and you talk about it, like what you did. So you'd be a great table topic master.
See?
So
I tried.
One was building my confidence, and before you know it, I had goals in my communication. Yes, so that is the reason why I joined Toastmasters, was to build my confidence, and before you know it, I have so many goals that I want to achieve in communication.
I love that. I love that. I know I'm going to still come back to you because I still want you to share what you spoke about earlier concerning the journal that you have developed. But Lebo, what's your favorite thing about Toastmasters? You know, if you had to sell it to somebody, you know, what would be standing out for you? What would you say and be like, oh, this is why I felt like, my goodness.
I would say the my goodness part of Toastmasters is the fact that you're able to meet people there and connect with people in industries who are actually further on than you. That's what really was the amazing part for me, is that I was there and I picked up mentors, people like Madomane, seeing what he's doing in the internet space, in also his workspace, and also seeing another gentleman called Robin Stone, who's actually a bit older, kind of retired, which is an excellent thing for a young person like me, to see someone who's done it all and who's lived through those experiences. And then you know where to not trip up and where to do the right thing. So you have a lot of people around you who can guide you, who can mentor you in the space that you're trying to fulfill in your life. So it's a great space to just socialize with people who are actually serious about life and want to impact. Yeah.
Yes, navigators, siyemane senizama. And senizama because there was a lot of thought process behind today's guests, because siyafuna niyazi, but actually there are pockets of people in society that are very progressive and intentional about their lives. And I'm taking from what you're saying that it's a space that allowed for you to meet people. Meet. You've been asking, where do we meet? Where do we meet all these woke people, progressive people? I keep saying meet. I hope you catch it. Meet. Okay.
What kind of meet?
Meet. Okay, so don't go like, we don't know where to meet these people if you are meet. Okay. But I also just want to say, the caliber of people that you've met on Toastmasters, do you want to share about it? Just briefly.
Definitely.
And what that is, what positive change, I'm going to keep to positive.
Okay.
Because I don't want to know the other side. I hope there isn't the other side. You know, what positive impact would they have had on your life? And also, if I am considering joining Toastmasters, just paint the picture for me. Who's there? And who am I likely to meet?
Okay, not a problem. So as Lebohang said, that you meet mentors. So one of the big impact or people that I met on Toastmasters still is my mentor. So as I said that when I joined Toastmasters, I wanted to build my confidence. So I started a company called Ngumolotu Solutions, but it didn't work. So through Toastmasters, through my mentor, Madomane,
Mawande keeps coming up. I think Mawande is a great person. Wouldn't you say that?
I know
you
he
mentioned
is.
Absolutely.
Hey, Mawande. We're navigating with you today. Okay, let's go.
So I met up with Madomane, and remember when I said I was building my confidence, I didn't have confidence in myself. So one of the things that Toastmasters taught me was that when you're doing the presentations and you're like, ish, I think my speech was not that good. And other people or the evaluator that will be evaluating you would actually pick up something great. That will make you like believe in yourself and want to do another speech. So I met Uputma one day and I shared about my company. I was like, no, man, still another company. And I shared with him my plans. So now that's when I registered NDQ Solutions, which is like a designing company.
Love it, by the way.
Yes. And also, when I was studying my journal, he was the one that was helping me that I'll create something like, oh, okay, how about you remove this? How about you add this? So for me, the person that I met was my mentor that had like a big contribution in my life in the things that I'm currently doing through my mentor. Because when I joined Toastmasters, I was like trying to find myself. Yes.
I actually have a follow-up question for you because I realized that in this conversation, you've mentioned twice that you recognized and realized that you needed to work on your confidence. And I think my question to you would actually be that, do you remember when and how things went wrong? What happened to this confidence? Can you just tell? Because it's easy for everyone to say, I've now built my confidence. Look at me. I'm now more confident. But I mean, I want that life story behind what affected this confidence so much that an intervention became necessary. And such an intervention would be for you to be on Toastmasters.
Okay, so I want to take you like back how I grew up. So when I think I was 4 years or 5 years, I lost my mom.
Oh, baby.
Yes, so I was staying with my grandmother. My grandmother was such a strong woman. And she gave us what we call now tough love. Like she wanted us to be strong. And there was nothing like affection or saying, oh man.
You did well,
yeah, it was like, okay, do that. You're supposed to do this. So when I was doing grade 8, and then my dad decided that I'm going to go to the boarding school. And then I always share the story. I didn't know how to speak English. So now...
Wait, I want to say too, I don't want you to... I hope you never feel that you were alone on that journey. Because now, you know, as I sit here, when I had to join an English medium school, I mean, kaloku English. I remember on the first day, when my mother is about to leave me and the Mrs. Mayor says, oh, are you scared? Guys, nansazo afraid him. So because kaloku, you know, English was taught with a direct Xhosa translation. Yika is afraid. So when Mrs. Mayor said, are you scared? Then I didn't know how to respond. So don't ever feel bad. I hope you understand that all of us, you know, we battled. With English at the time,
So now I was like a bit reserved, like because I don't know how to communicate in English. Then I moved when I was doing grade 9. I moved to King Williamstown, and there are a lot of girls and boys and everything, and Lebu knows Uviwe. So you're starting now.
You're starting new circles altogether,
and I was bullied.
You were bullied?
Yes. So that literally when it comes to unprepared speech, I knew I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go and stand in front of people because I felt like I was embarrassing myself. I'd be that person that even if unprepared speeches, I didn't like them. So I was a person that I would sit in my corner, do my own thing. And I remember at some point I was like to my dad, I want to change schools. But you know how parents are, no, this school is the best. Yeah. So, but they don't literally like understand why do you want to change, what's happening. As long as the school is the best and they give you
and they want you at the best.
So then I started varsity and I felt like I was given like a second chance to live again and be myself. And I even label myself as like, no, I'm an introvert. I don't like to speak. So...
But you're in Toastmasters now. Yes. How balance me? Like, how did you...
I will share. And then I was like, I like to be in my own space. And I remember the other time when I was doing my BTEC. Now, almost when you're doing group works, like, okay, now I'm going to be on the research side. I'm not going to stand in front of people and speak. I'm just going to do like behind the scenes type of thing. And then I remember a new lecturer came in when we were doing BTEC, and she was like, I'm going to mark individually. So you're going to present one, and I'm going to ask you a question and you're going to answer. So I was like, Lord, it was like, I felt like, what is happening? And then I did my presentation and I became the highest. But still, I was like, okay, it's because I worked so hard, but I still want to be like in my safe space where I don't want to speak. And then I joined second office. And now I have to do presentations. Now I have to stand in front of people, do team buildings, all those things. And then my boss said, there's Toastmasters, and I know that you want to improve your communication. It's like, okay, let me try. So that's how I joined Toastmasters.
I see.
Yes. So there was that little Asanda that liked to be in a corner, not to be seen behind in a corner doing her own thing. But I've learned that you need to put some work to be where you want to be.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. It almost reminds me of Navigators, by the way. Lyrics are from a song from India, Ari Child, you cannot fly until you break the shell. I feel like you recognize what your limitations were and you understood the work that needed to be put in.
Yes.
And I think that's partly what you shared, and I love it, by the way. Lebo, back at Toastmasters, I think you presented it, and your reason was like, it's serious, man. You're like, I want to improve on this and that. What are some of the fun facts about being a Toastmaster? Is there anything fun? Because I'm here trying to sell Toastmasters to my navigators, but also my navigators are dealing with a lot. Sifuna udibana nabantu aba-arrivileyo. When I meet up with people that are very intentional about their journeys, but ingathi ku-tense, man, ku-serious. I'm here to do, is there anything fun? Are there any fun facts about being a Toastmaster?
I would say there is an extremely fun fact in terms of Toastmasters, especially when it comes to the educational part. There are parts that you get to choose. So since my favorite part and the part that I'm doing at the moment is called engaging humor. So it's about humor.
How?
So it's
Toastmaster?
Exactly.
Chisa. Tell me.
So it's about
tell me.
It's about engaging humor. So it's projects where you actually have to make the people laugh. And now for me, I was like, that's a challenge. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go listen to Kevin Hart. I'm gonna have to do all these kind of things. I need to make these people laugh. So initially,
wait. Let's put this to test.
Yes.
Let's let you try. I have a very dry sense of humor.
But here's the thing. I was gonna tell you initially, I would make a speech and there would be no laughs. You see, I got you. There's the laugh. There's the laugh.
No,
got you.
But you are tricky. I wasn't laughing because... Okay, but I laughed. But I'll give it to you. It's okay. But do tell me fun facts about Toastmasters.
Yes, there's...
Because my navigators aren't looking for stuck-up people.
No,
we do want progressive people, by the way.
No,
definitely. And I hear you guys have a hub of all of them. But what fun facts about them?
I would say, for me, I enjoyed the fact of getting people to laugh and seeing how, okay, there's that really serious person there. How can I get them to crack? What am I going to do? Am I going to be dramatic? Am I going to do like this kind of things, So there's ways to figure out, to tickle which person's funny bone is.
Why would making people laugh be an area of particular interest for you?
I think more than anything, the joy of laughter is a powerful thing. And especially in the day and age we are in, there's a lot of people who are dealing with things. And I think there was a project I was doing that was speaking about just the fact that laughter releases endorphins and in your brain that makes you calm, that makes you look at life differently. So I think it's so powerful just to make someone laugh, to make their day.
Have you made any ladies laugh there?
Ladies?
Yeah.
Of course.
My favorite type of content. Okay. Content. So, ladies, Mantombazana, how representation, Toastmasters. You know, what sort of representation are you dealing with? Is it more men, more ladies? And also, for my favorite navigators that are saying we are looking for, you know, you're right. Would you then say maybe Toastmasters is a good platform for like-minded people to maybe explore things further than dealing with confidence issues, public speaking issues? Because we want to know, right? So do tell me.
It's a place where it's a bit of both, but
Yeah.
I would say it would make it even better if you would come along and visit Toastmasters and see for yourself. And you will be there, see the people that you want to mingle with and get to know and talk to. And that would be a great experience. So I would advise many people after hearing this conversation, they should come along and join us at Toastmasters. And I'll try my best to make you laugh.
Just I love it. I love it. Yes, and Kaloku, when you're looking at me, I'm sure I represent a lot of people. Kaloku sifunu uyazi basidibana phi nabantu. Where do we meet? You know, what's your, I mean, give me this lowdown and be honest. Looking at your current grouping, you're going to tell me how you joined, but I just want to check if this is the platform I should recommend. How jonga pa? Yabona mnamos jonga pa. Ikhona possibility yoba dingafumana nto pa.
Yes, 100%.
100%.
100%. Wow.
I'm here for the hundreds.
I'm telling you.
I'm here for the hundreds. What's happening? Tell me about it.
So you meet different people from different departments, doctors, lawyers, like everyone. If you're looking for love, maybe, I don't know.
I am not. Maybe I am.
So what I could say is try it out and then you see. Because we also meet virtually, so maybe you can test.
So the platform is even bigger.
Yes.
So when you're saying virtually, you're saying some organizationally as Toastmasters.
Yes.
I imagine there is Toastmasters South Africa. If you is that the platform where you meet, or is it just the local office?
So it's just the local, but more people are welcome to join. So we meet first Tuesday and that Tuesday of the month. So the first Tuesday is virtually, strictly virtually, and then now you can get to see. And then we also have hybrid where we meet in person, and others also can join virtually. So you can test it out and see if what you're looking for you'd find.
Guys, Nivele, eye candies on serve. Is that even a thing? Eye candies being served, but not just eye candies that are progressive in their lives, that are quite intentional about what areas in their lives they want to improve. And Toastmasters, it seems, guys, let's all go. But how do we join? How do you then become part of this wonderful community? And what sort of benefits are there for you as a Toastmaster?
The first step, I would say, is to join a meeting as a guest. So you won't necessarily have to make the commitment first. You are going to see what happens, see how the meeting takes place, the different things that are done at the meeting, the roles and the role players and things like that. Once then you can see what is going on and you understand your footing, then you can take the next step of joining. And once you're joining, then you're joining the educational part, where you are able to go through educational parts, where you're able to speak. And there's actually your first project is called an icebreaker, where you tell us about yourself within 6 minutes, and you will tell us where you come from, all these beautiful things about you, whether you're married, not married, all this kind of stuff. Then we'll know more and more about you.
Do you guys have a pocket for the unmarried ones?
A pocket?
Yeah, where you like, I can, I'm trying to name meeting.
Unfortunately.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, we
but
bring
that's
them
an
all
idea.
together.
Well, that's a progressive idea. Can I propose that we'll start looking into it? Because I'm sitting with presidents, guys, so dare I pitch, you know? That I think there would be an advantage there to sort of say, it's not a commission for the unmarried. I want on my way to Bay Uncle Bay, you know, Babuya Corner, or Viwe, right? Oh, I could count, yeah, kuningi, but I'll keep it just to me and my word. Would you consider that though?
That
Or
sounds
doctor's corner before you respond. Let's go.
very interesting. I actually would give it. I give it a taste and see kind of approach. Most things, yeah, we try this kind of, let's try this meeting, let's try this. So I would say you kind of would get together as the management and we'd pitch that, and I would see if they would reject me or they would accept me.
I think
So
I should be pitching it. Invite me. Navigators in my best, you know. Next time I come here, I'll be telling you whether or not I pitch you, I may accept you, and best you trust it. Izoba. I'll polish it to the team. So, Lebo, I think drawing back to the question that I asked Asanda, you know, where she had to personally work on her confidence, what did you have to work on? What did you identify as something that you needed to develop?
I needed to develop confidence as well.
Oh,
Actually, shockingly enough, so when I first started speaking, I could realize that, hey, I used to shake a lot when I'm going up there. So it was kind of a little bit embarrassing because you're up there, you're shaking, you're sweating.
I thought
You're
that's
like,
normal.
is it normal?
I don't know. I think for most times I've had to stand up in front of people, I actually realized, oh my God, I have to go through that first 30 seconds where I'm just like, oh my God, you know, my heart is pumping and it's almost
Yes.
like it's going to come out of my mouth. I thought that's normal. Do I need Toastmasters for that?
I think you should. You definitely do need Toastmasters.
For that?
Think of it this way: when people are seeing you shaking and seeing you vibrate and seeing your voice
Your
cracking and they're seeing you moving around, they're seeing you holding out, they're gonna be worried. They're gonna be like, "Oh no, shame."
Oh,
What's
they're feeling
happening
sorry
to
for you. Oh, okay.
Oh no, you know, that kind of thing. So when I would go up there, people would clap for you. They would say all these wonderful things, but deep down, I was noticing, hey, I struggled to get up there. I struggled in what I was talking about. What I was saying, was it actually impactful? Because I was going through all these thoughts in my head. So with Toastmasters, I used it as a place where I can do. I actually spoke to one of the gentlemen before we came on air that I use it as a training ground to the actual things that I'll do in my possible life. So you can use Toastmasters, you speaking there in a place that's comfortable, in a place that people are able to catch you when you fall. And then when you're going to your business, your proposal or whatever, you are able to speak there now with authority, that people are looking at you and like, wow, look at that person. They are using their gestures purposefully. They are talking with, suave, as I say it, and you can just see the confidence it's brooming from the person, and you want to listen to them. You're like, oh, they got their stuff together.
I love it. I love it.
Whereas before you'd be like, oh, can I just hope they don't fail. Oh no, please do well. So it's also about those things that's where I saw the major difference. Now let me tell you how I did it, is the actual. So when they would say, is anyone want to do a speech? I would say, I'm going to do a speech. And I'm going to learn in that, even if I do a terrible speech. There's been some speeches where I'm like, whoa, that was embarrassing.
And I'm not clapping.
Like, I want to clap him, like, oh, you did wonderful. I'm like, stop lying. But but that's how you grow. It's through failure, through those hard moments, through the things that you struggle. Then it builds character, builds resiliency, and then you're able to just come on the other side and build your confidence.
I love it.
So another beautiful thing that I do is, in order to gain confidence, I need to respect myself. So I need to do things that are sometimes hard in order to respect myself. So if I say I'm going to do this, I need to follow through, because once I follow through, now I've earned the respect that, okay, I say what I mean.
Yes, you hold yourself. You're standing on your own personal business. I love that. But I just want to, before I go to Asanda, I'm coming just for you, because I think you identified within you that there was a confidence issue.
Yes.
But what's the story behind that lack of confidence? What happened and when did it happen?
I think it comes with the part of identity. I think more than anything, it's always been the weak point of my life. I would say I'm not necessarily one who holds my identity to something strong enough. So it was getting through to that point where, okay, now if I hold my identity to the fact that I am someone who completes what they say they do, that's an anchor.
I just want to interrogate that further. Can
Yes.
I? What's this identity you're referring to? Because what sits in front of me is a young, handsome, tall, dark man.
Dark. Yellow bonish.
Not any.
You want to give me the yellow bone?
You are literally the
You don't wanna give me
definition
the-
of tall, dark, handsome. So what is this identity that you battled with? Because for me,
Yeah.
it's not coming across as a result. I'm like, what is he talking about?
I think for me, it was basically coming from like a divorced home. That's
Oh, baby.
the difficult thing. So that kind of structure, it does give you
A challenge.
a challenge, a wobbling. So you need to navigate through those treachery waters and then make it on the other side. So there's
I
those kind
understand.
of
Well,
things.
and at what age did you have to experience the divorce of your parents? Which I'm sorry for, by the way.
Yeah.
But I also want to say, I'm happy that you could find, I believe you have found yourself after it. But I just want, when did you have to go through it?
2000. Okay, I'm not gonna.
how old were you?
13.
You were 13.
13,
Okay. Those are quite important years for
Yes,
the
yes.
development of a young man.
Yes, the teen
I understand. But also, there's a credibility question here that might arise when Asanda. Ayoba, okay, we understand you were raised by a very hard-handed woman, Makulwa.
Yes.
And now you're saying, all the trauma that came with whatever that was intended well, but was delivered in a not such a warm manner, right? So just you standing up and talking to people, that was the solution?
Yes. So one of the other things about Toastmasters is that you get to share your stories. Yes. So you get to share your story with people and sort of seeing that, okay, this has happened to me, but it doesn't define who I am.
I love that.
And this is where I want to be. So, for example, on the parts you would have a part that says present and motivate people, but share something that happened to you. So you literally have to
Lay
look
it
back,
bare.
yes, look back what has happened in your life. What lessons have you learned? And now you stand and you share it with other people, and you would find that most people, they will learn like, okay, this is what I was dealing with, and through your speech, this is what I have learned.
I imagine those reflections might be quite heavy.
Yes.
I mean, how does it feel to look back on that life? I'll tell you why I'm asking. I part of the, in my studies, and we were busy with a leadership program. And part of it was that we needed to reflect on our journeys. The struggle, guys. Look, I'm not one person to have gone through trauma and a lot of things in my growing up. But there's certain realities that, they're not so great that one has dealt with. Sana, the way I was crying through that assignment, I didn't even want to check in with my other, peers, how everyone is doing. I was just like, oh my goodness, just revisiting these thoughts is quite heavy. How did you find it? Going back and realizing, well, actually, as a human being, I may have faced injustices in certain pockets and areas of my life. How was that experience for you?
So for me, it was not that difficult, and I'll share why.
Okay.
Toastmasters become like a safe space for you.
I love that.
So I knew that people that are there, they're not going to judge me. It's a safe space where we share our stories. And also for me to reflect and be able to say, okay, this is what I have healed from. Yes. And just looking back and sharing that and acknowledging it. Sometimes, Sis Viwe, it's not easy.
Okay.
But one of the things that I've learned with Toastmasters, it's like, take a pause.
I feel like you are just a Toastmaster person through and through, right?
Yeah.
They've given you so much life skills, right?
Yes, like when the emotions are getting hard and high, you're like, take a pause, and then you collect your thoughts.
I love pauses.
And then you continue.
I love.
So when you feel like, sometimes you'd see that the story that I'm sharing, it's a bit emotional. But because I would pause, and sort of collect my thoughts.
And
I
you're
don't
allowed
want
to pause.
Yes.
Love
And then
that.
stand, because you are given, like, for example, you are given 7 minutes. So what I will do before I talk, I would collect all my thoughts and the attention on me. I'll stand there for
Yes,
like...
Mukia.
I'll
Attention
stand there
on me.
for like a couple of seconds, and then I'll start my speech. And when I want to be emotional, I'll pause again and then continue talking.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I feel like you guys speaking about Toastmasters, I'm thinking of my kids. I'm like, oh, Asanda I'll join. But what's the age dynamics in Toastmasters? Do you get younger people? I mean, I'm asking you guys in your leadership role within the organization, because I know that both of you have been ex-presidents in the institution. What's the age dynamics there?
So there's different types. So the ones we are part of are the 18 and above. Yes, but there is a program sometimes that we head as the presidents and older people, where we come to schools and we teach them the exact same skills we learn within our meetings, and we use that in schools, and then they are able to eventually, they take on the floor and they do these roles that we are doing as well. So it's when we have enough people and people who are willing to do that and go into schools, where we can have a powerful society and a community even further, where we're able to uplift the people around us. Go to schools, that's an amazing thing.
Is it?
Yes.
And then within your personal spaces, do you guys maybe say, oh, friend, let's go to Toastmasters? Boyfriend, girlfriend, let's all be part of Toastmasters. I would just want to check about, how do you guys live out being Toastmasters in your real lives? Is it something that you also recruit other people to go on, to come into? And then I just want to check about, is it something that you extend to your life or love partners? Or do you keep it separate as though it's your corporate and work space?
I've brought my friends, but I don't know about the love interest, because I don't know. Because even though I feel like it's a space where people want to be comfortable and they don't want to necessarily be seen in a certain type of way, but I could be wrong.
I mean, I'm just asking because I want to check, but did you go in there saying, hey, I don't know, I haven't explored if there's a significant other in your life?
No, not at the moment.
Not at the moment. And have you ever explored love within Toastmasters?
No, not yet.
Why about guys?
I know. No, you can do that. I think it's been my journey. And my journey is, I just want to, focus on me, grow as a person, and be centered.
So you don't want to mix it up.
Yeah, don't go by what I do. You can go there and do your own thing.
Asanda?
You never know.
Any interesting fellas time where you just thought, okay, like we could also have, our Toastmaster over dinner.
Okay.
So, like, plug, guys, funny plug.
So I think because we joined Toastmasters for different reasons. So for me, the love part, Lord.
Where navigators?
I think okay, I'll share this with I shared that I have a daughter and I had a relation.
You did.
Yes. So I think the traumas, I'm still just trying to not blame on other people and focus on my personal growth.
What traumas are these? Sorry that I have to ask. I feel like for me, you guys are like such perfect examples of young people that are intentional about their lives. And I mean, I've explored that you found confidence issues earlier on in your lives and you found space and healing within the Toastmaster environment. But I mean, also you still carry other traumas. I'm not saying life stops because you've joined Toastmasters, but also understand that you're quite intentional in your journey, right?
Okay.
So did you also, because I thought your traumas were around your upbringing.
So, okay, I'll share this about rejection. So the rejection journal for me, it's the traumas that I've experienced and the rejection that I've experienced. So I'll share a story of why I decided, let me just focus on my life and building myself. So I met Utakangumo when we were in varsity.
Well,
Still.
was this when your confidence was still...
Yes,
Shaky. Okay.
but at that time it was more like, okay, the goals that I had was to pass.
Yeah.
So I didn't have like more light about working life, having goals about yourself. You know, I was still finding myself. So I'll share one thing. Then I found out that I was pregnant, and we planned, okay, no, the baby's gonna go stay with the grandmother. Yeah, you know, the plan was perfect. So, okay, I gave birth and I had to go leave my daughter. Trust me, the drama that came with that whole experience, I've noticed that, the other thing is that I was not able to communicate directly with the grandmother. I don't know why, but she felt like I am imposing so much, like, because I was that mother, like, okay, she's coughing. What type of cough is this? Is it dry cough? I was that.
Like a mom should.
Yes.
Like a mom does, yeah.
Okay, she's not sitting like this. What's wrong? And I would ask like a lot of questions. Okay, she's taking a bottle. How many mils? So I was that person. So she felt like, maybe she felt I was a bit too much because she has experience. So our communication didn't like go well. So I had to sort of communicate through Ngumo's dad. And I found out that Ngumo, her head was growing. And I couldn't ask
What do you mean
directly.
growing?
Like it was bigger than a normal child. And I could see on the pictures. And I'm like, but this head is not normal. Can you ask her to take more pictures? And then I went there and they're like, no, you're not going to take the child. It was like a drama. But I took the child and we saw a doctor, and Ngumo was diagnosed with hydrocephalus, meaning she had water in her brain. And at that time, I think she was 2 months, but her head was like a 1-year-old because of the water. So we had to now go to the doctor in the hospital to do the surgery and everything. And now, you know, words can build someone, but they can also destroy someone.
Absolutely.
So, and then the lady said to me, oh, I know she's going to bring her back. Like, she's not going to be able to mother her. She's not going to be able to stay with her child. And, like, words were exchanged. And I felt like, okay. So I felt a little bit like you feel that you're not in the family. Like, whatever that was planned, it's not going according to
the plan.
So I took Ngumo and went to the hospital. I think we stayed for like a month, and then she came back. So for me, I've learned that, you know, you can plan with someone, but if they really don't have like a backbone, or they're not, you don't see things, you see things differently, they can easily change their mind. And whatever decision that you need to take, it must be a decision that you can be able to, even if someone says, for example, Lebohang, like, I don't want to do this, you can still stand by it. So,
I get that, and I'm actually sorry that you had to go through that. But my question is more like, in fact, I want to add a follow-up question. Do you realize that dating does not necessarily mean having a child with somebody?
No, I was going there.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay.
So through that experience, for me, it means, like, I don't look what I see today, but I look for someone that can stand with me through, like, if we're happy, he's there, and if we're not happy, he's still there. Like, I can trust. So for me to be able to say I'm in a relationship with someone, or I want to share my life with someone, you should be someone that I can trust. So, and also for me, trusting, it's not easy, because of the experience and everything that has happened.
Him becoming Mrs. I'll use my surname, Mngambi. Let's go. Let's justify why it's great.
I think it's a great thing, and I'll share why.
Thank you.
Because as women, how the culture has sort of portrayed marriage, it's like Asanda having to leave or remove her surname, marrying Lebohang, helping Lebohang to grow, helping Lebohang to build his home. And you'd find in Xhosa culture, they would even have name like Nosakele, meaning that you are coming to build for us.
Hey,
so it's nice
Kosiam.
when it's actually changing, that saying my partner now is going to come and help me
Chisa.
to build my dreams and goals. So I think that's a good thing, but we'll see. We will see.
You know, my favorite Toastmasters, Aisha, you guys were sleeping on this one because you just like, you know, I love it though. I still love how you guys interacted with that information. Navigators, we have covered today Toastmasters and as an organization and also as a platform that one can join to grow, right? And to meet like-minded people, people that are intentional about their journeys, people that are intentional about their own personal progress. And yes, we've closed it off with a very, I don't know what to call it, but yes, we have been met with that reality that in South Africa, you can, as a man, assume the surname of your partner. I'll tell you why, though not a Toastmaster. If I had to present why I think it is good and progressive, I would say it is about time. It is about time that structure is not just led by genital structure, whether they are protruding or inside. It is about balance. And if we're speaking about equality daily, I feel like we have just made such a huge step. I'm not personally saying I will be pursuing a man to become a Mrs., but what are the odds? What's so wrong with it? And we'll see. I love where we are as a country. I love the conversations that we're having. I love how maybe we are now dealing with equality for what it is, making sure that we do not define leadership to be attached to men only, because there are women that are movers and shakers, and there are women that are running homes in the absence of men. So it is what it is. It's your take. You take the information and you deal with it as you see fit. It is a wrap. Navigating life with you. Thank you very much.
I know